Okay, y'all, that's it. Sorry about the little snafu over on YouTube. And it's super weird because my streaming service doesn't tell me when I get disconnected. So you can choose if you're multi-streaming, you can choose which is your like main one. And so you get a chat for that main one and then you get a multi-stream chat window. And you get all of your notifications of what's going on your stream of the main one. But any of the multi-stream ones, you don't get any notifications of any issues. Which means when my YouTube went down, I didn't know until Anita was like, "Hey, I switched back over to Twitch." So I appreciate everybody's patience with getting that reconnected and moving over to a whole new link on YouTube. Usually it's not YouTube that's the problem. I don't know if this is me or if like all of the streaming services have had more issues. I wonder if
Rosie Evanstar 21 just subscribed for 36 months. Wow.
Wow. Thank you, Rose, and welcome in, friend. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hello, hello. I was just talking about how, like, I wonder if all of the use of generative AI is pulling regular resources from the other things that tech companies do. Like, unplanned pulling of resources, I don't know. 3 years. 3 years, Rose. That's how long we've known each other. That's amazing. I love that. Spicy Molly's like, wow. Yeah, the funny thing about those little voices is that they don't give a whole, like, they give weird inflections sometimes. So, but yeah, wow. So, and Hattie says, from before YouTube got dumped, she rewrote. She said, "Yes, I'm knitting a baby blanket, but she has 3 to 4 weeks, and Mama is about to pop." Yes. Anita says, "I think it's the dumb AI. It's screwing with stuff." Yeah, like that's what I wonder. I wonder if the internet is having so much bandwidth issues because the use of AI is sucking so much of it up. Hattie says, "Probably AI can take a flying leap off a high cliff into a deep ocean." I feel you. I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you. It's exhausting. All right, but how did everybody do that round? I ate my lunch, which made my tummy very happy because I also got cookies. Chocolate chips. I did get started a little bit in those, like, once I handled all the internet stuff, all the stream stuff. I had about 3 or 4 more minutes and I did pull my tax packet thing out and I was able to cross 1 page off. Well, 2 pages off, but 1 I didn't need to do anything on and didn't cross it off before. So, yeah. So this part is like the expenses, the business expenses, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to see what other household things that I'm missing. And so I want to do that first before I have to tackle the business stuff, because the business stuff is a huge mess because I was even less good last year about keeping track of all my shit. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Let's see. Spicy Molly says, "The hubby brought me 2 sandwiches for lunch and now I'm stuffed." What kind of sandwiches? I mean, that sounds lovely. And good hubby. Good on hubby. Anita says, "I turned off the AI processing on my YouTube." I turn it off, like, for all my videos generally. Like, checking content and things like that. When I upload the videos, I don't know that I do it on the streams. I don't know that I have that on the streams. Rose is like, "Ugh, taxes." Girl, for real. Spicy Molly says she got sausage egg McMuffins from the local cafe, which meant they were probably delicious. I made one of those for myself last night. Not last night, yesterday morning. That's what I have for breakfast. Woodgate says, "Doing a rotation, 1 focus on weights, one on my EPQ art, one on my coursework, and repeat. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yes. Hattie says, lots of distractions, so not done editing the chapter yet. Don't worry, we still got time. Sophia says, Rose! Because Sophia hasn't seen Rose in ages either, because Rose never comes on Twitch anymore. Rose says, my first advance payment went in on December 30th, and I was like, this was supposed to be a 2027 Rosie problem. Welcome. Welcome. That's why I have an accountant. I don't want to deal with any of that shit. Anita got the newsletter finished, and now she's going to write for a while. Yay! I know, right? 2 sandwiches? That is decadence, my friend. Decadence. Pure decadence. All right. I'm going to tackle some of these taxes. We'll see how it goes. Molly, hi! So, Spicy Molly, this is original Molly over on YouTube. Molly's Thoughts and Musing. Molly is still at Mom's, but just got a great headline. The Orange Man fired Gnome. Took fucking long enough. You know why? Because she just got subpoenaed. Or because she just testified before Congress and was awful. Yeah. So. Oh!
Rose Evenstar 21 just redeemed Octomuse.
Thank you, Rose. For those who don't know, have not met Octomuse. This is Octomuse. They are gender fluid. So you'll hear me call them different pronouns. They are one of our channel mascots, and one of the redeems that you can do with your plot bunnies over on Twitch is to make me wear Octomuse on my head for a sprint. So here we go. There we go. There they are, right on top of my head. Let me fix my camera. Hey, I did it right this time. There we go. There it is, y'all. So, and we're feeding Pixie. That was Rose. Yes, we are so close. I thought it was going to be Anita. It's usually Anita. We are so close to leveling up. But don't go crazy, y'all. Rose is like, I have 22,000 points. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some special community thing to suck all those points from y'all. Hattie says, I don't care why he did it. I'll take any win we can get. Yeah, but here we go. We're going to level up, y'all. There it is. Level 18. Yay. Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, we'll just see who he's going to nominate. He's not going to nominate anybody better. I mean, they're all awful. I would really like to see him get rid of Pam Bondi. He's not going to, though, because she is the main person who has always protected Epstein and him. So I don't see him getting rid of her, but she is fucking awful. Kofu says hi. Hi, Kofu. Yay. I think I get to see you guys maybe this Saturday, if we can work, Saturday or Sunday, if we can work it out, I think. They're going to be in Atlanta, y'all, for, I think, a concert. Oh my god, now my head is itching. So, Patty says true. Alright, I am rip-roaring to go to get on these taxes. Very excited. Yeah, AP just pinged my phone. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem will be replaced with GOP Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. That's his whole first name, Mark Wayne. Has no space. Let's see. What else does it say? Well, that means he's an Oklahoma Republican, which means there's going to have to be a runoff for his seat, which should be interesting, since the Democrats are picking up every Republican seat that is in a runoff this year. He'll make Noem a special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, a new security initiative that he said would focus on the Western Hemisphere. He's taking us back to the early 1900s, y'all. I hate this timeline. All right, I'm gonna stop looking at the news because y'all know how I get. Rose says we're sitting in the Cortland Grand right now. Oh, it is Thursday. Well, I'm so sorry you're in the Cortland Grand. It's the most awful hotel. Their South Tower's completely shut down because somebody on New Year's Eve decided to light a fire in their room, which there wasn't a lot of damage in their room, but it set off this sprinkler system for the entire tower. The entire thing. Which means that the convention that we have there in May, between a third and half of the reservations are being moved to the Hilton. Yeah, it's awful. I'll DM you about meeting up on the way out of town. Perfect. It was like $90 a night versus like $500, of course, because it's a shitty hotel. Yeah. Anita says, like any other country in the Western Hemisphere will take her seriously. Like anyone should ever take Kristi Noem seriously. She is a moron, just like all of them. Oh my god. Okay. Enough of that. I have Octomuse on my head. Octomuse and I are going to work on taxes because we're very excited about that. We're very excited about working on taxes. Why? Because that means we will get taxes done. That's why. I mean, not today, but Rose says, LOL, I mean, we stay here for Dragon Con, so it's at least a shitty that we know. Yeah. It used to actually be a pretty nice hotel when it was the Sheraton and was actually owned by the Sheraton. But, well, not owned by the Sheraton, but like it was a franchisee of the Sheraton, but like they were very in tune with the Sheraton. But then that guy sold it, and then the next guy went bankrupt, and then we got these guys, and they're awful. So, anyway. All right, but let's get into it. We've got another 20 minutes. Rose, what are you working on today? I'm assuming it's a day... No, it's not day job, because you're out hanging out. You shouldn't be working on anything. You should be hanging out with your honey. Y'all go hang out. Have a good time. Enjoy. Go to the pub down there. Fuck. I can't think of it. What's the name of it? I can't think of it. Also, there's an axe throwing place called Skull. It's not very far. It's like a couple blocks over from the Hyatt. I'm painting my nails for the concert tonight. You're so cute. So yeah, there's an axe throwing, like they've got other games too, but it's a restaurant and a bar and axe throwing. It's called Skull, Skol. Check it out if you guys haven't figured out dinner plans yet. It is really fun. So, okay, let's get into it. I've got 20 minutes on the clock, y'all. Let's go. All right, y'all. That's it. How did you do? Thank you, Rose, for the Octomuse redeem. Also, Lila-woo, Mrs. Claudia. Okay, so how did everybody do? I managed to get, so last year I got a new credit card. I got a Delta American Express card, which I've been trying to get. So we had to declare bankruptcy way, way, way back in 2015 to get out from under a house in Florida. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we had gone through the bankruptcy, which of course means all your credit cards get shut down, blah, 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 blah. And we rebuilt the credit, and we have great credit, and blah, blah, blah. So I've been trying to get the Delta Amex card for ages, because with international trips to and from Atlanta, it makes sense to have a Delta card. But the only cards they have are American Express, and American Express does not like it when you declare bankruptcy, because even though your bankruptcy is only on your credit for 7 years, they will not even consider you for another card for 10 years. It doesn't even matter. So I finally, last year, it had been 10 years, so I was able to get a card. And so I've been in the process of switching all of my business stuff onto that card. So I had to grab and I got it in like early December, I think. So I really only had December's charges to move over, but I then also moved over all the charges for this year so far. So I'm at least caught up on my expenses for this year. So, all right. Let's see. Yes. And, Diane stepped away to, get some coffee with the puppers. And Daniela stopped in. Daniela's at a concert right now. She just saw Paris Paloma. Oh my God. And now Florence is going to be coming on soon. Ah! So, oh, Claudia. Rose says Claudia is there. Lila-woo misses Claudia. Anyway, I'm so excited for Daniela being at this concert. I was just looking, and Florence and the Machine is going to be here in Atlanta on May 1st. But I don't really have the money. I blew concert ticket money on Paul Simon. So, yeah. So I'm not going to get to see Florence and the Machine. So I'm living vicariously through Daniela. Sophia says, I don't know. Oh, wait. Hattie says, I love her so much. Right? Enjoy the concert for sure. Sophia says, I don't know why my throat keeps getting worse in the evening every single goddamn day. It's always worse in the evening, I think. Lots of honey, gargle with salt water, warm salt water. Spicy Molly is jelly. Envious. We are envious here because we still want her to have her experience, but we also want the experience. Rose says, ooh, Paris Paloma. I'd love to see Florence too, right? Spicy Molly says, one of my cats' name is Claudio. Claudio and Claudia and Lila-woo. There'll be a little polytriad. Okay. Let's see. Rose says, we looked at the Florence tickets here, but it was too close to this concert. Exactly. But Rose got her nails painted. Yay. Anita finished a flash fiction. Huzzah. Good job. Sophia's going to bed. Good night, Sophia. Sweet dreams. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at the Zoom. So, sweet dreams. Feel better tomorrow. Feel better. Yeah, whenever I'm sick, it's always the worst at night and in the morning. Like, in the morning, usually my throat is completely raw, especially if I'm congested because I've been sleeping with my mouth open. Yeah. Ugh. I'm so sorry you're sick. And Hattie finished editing the chapter. That was the goal for today. Yes. Good job. Good job. Diane has returned. And you missed us all gushing over the fact that Daniela is at the Paris Paloma and Florence and the Machine concert, and we are all very envious of her, but hoping she is having an amazing time. I'm sure she is. Rose says, however, if I'd known our Ghost concert was going to get canceled, I could have gotten Florence tickets instead. Damn it. Damn it, that not being able to see the future. I'll tell you, if I'd have been able to see the future, I'm not even going to keep going with that. All right, Diane comes back to say, way to go, people! Yes, yes. Okay, so I have December's expenses added. Now I have to go to the Southwest Visa card, which is what used to be my business card, and pull the whole rest of the year's expenses. And I have to go to the Venture card because I was at a hotel and I hadn't realized that I'd taken the Southwest card out of my wallet, and you have to physically give them a card. And so so I had to put it on my Venture card, which means I have expensive. I had to put everything that weekend on my Venture card because I didn't have the physical copy of my I didn't have my physical card with me, and I didn't have it in my phone, which now the Amex is in my phone with the Venture card, because the Venture Visa card is for my personal expenses and the American Express is for my business expenses. So now they're both in there. I don't have, like, I got a bajillion other not a bajillion, but I've got probably about 4 or 5 other credit cards, and I don't do a lot with those. So, I know, right, Diane? We're all just like, oh my God, that is like the perfect show. It's the perfect show. And especially for the feminine rage, which is what is happening with women of all ages right now, honest to God. So, anyway, so I'm going to go back. So I'm going to pull the Chase account first. No, I think I'm going to pull the Venture account first because I know I don't have a lot on that one. So, but the thing is, I'm going to have to go through most of a year and eyeball it and be like, was that? This is going to be rough, y'all. Because there's so many charges on that account. I'm just going to have to go month by month. But the good thing is when I get to the Southwest card, pretty much all of that is going to be expenses. Looks like the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait has been closed because of retaliatory Iranian strikes. And also, more than 20 states sue over new global tariffs President Trump imposed after the Supreme Court told him that the way he did tariffs before was not good, was unconstitutional. Here we go again, y'all. Okay, let's see. Hey, Alicia made it back! Huzzah! Yay! So glad you made it back. Starling Dust is here. Hello, friend. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going well. Diane says, got spreadsheets created, so now I can start filling them out while rewatching a live from the other day from the course that she's taking. He went through it so fast, was like being a blender and every so often gasping. That's hilarious. Okay. All right, so it's 2:30, so we're going to do, I think, a 25-minit sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a little bit longer sprint. We are going to close it up right at about 3 o'clock because I have an evening thing that I do, so I always want to make sure I make some time to get some work done away from the computer and stuff before that. Diane says, love that you're catching up on news. Prevents me from going down that rabbit hole right now. Well, my phone sits... So I have this little stand, and so my phone just sits right here when it's not charging. And then, you know, I have the AP app. It's the news app, the main news app I use, and so the headlines come up. So, let's see. Starling Does says, hi, today has been kind of a wash. Only just becoming human after a migraine. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you're human. But I am able to look at things again. So that's something. Yes, it is. Absolutely. We're glad to have you here, friend. We only have 1 sprint left, but that's okay. It's fine. It's no big deal. You can get 30 minutes of stuff, looking at stuff with us. Alicia says, I did Lowe's in the grocery and picked up McDonald's for lunch. There you go. Treat yourself. And I have 15 minutes to eat and put cold stuff away before getting the kiddos. You've got this. You've got it. Rose says, I'm going to be working on cover reveal graphics. I've already seen the cover, y'all. It's so cute. Wait till y'all see. During this next sprint, Starling Dust says, that's me, always late. I mean, I get that. It's okay. You're actually not ever late here. You arrive exactly, just like a wizard, you arrive exactly when you mean to. And, you know, we're happy to have you here for as long as you are here with us. Yeah, migraines suck. We are all glad you're feeling better. So, but let's go ahead and get into it. I've got 25 minutes on the clock. I am going to jump right back into my taxes because I want to do my taxes. All right, here we go, y'all. 25 minutes starts now. Okay, y'all. That's it. That was it. So I got through the venture credit card thing and pulled out the, I don't know, 7 or 8 charges over the course of the entire year that were business charges, and got those in there. And there were 3 charges that were business charges on there for this year. And the other thing is that I'm going to make sure that the ones from last year that are like like subscriptions, that those are fixed and they will be on the American Express card for this year. So how did everybody do? I know Alicia had to take off and get the kiddos. So how'd the rest of y'all do that round? While y'all are checking in, let me go over the events of the coming week as I know them. So tonight at 7 p.m., these are all Eastern time, by the way. At 7 p.m. this evening, Amelia will be doing her writing sprint. She goes from 7 till 9. She does a few 30-minute sprints. Then tomorrow at 1 p.m., I will be hosting our Zoom co-working. It goes from 1 until 2:30. Then at 7 p.m., Amelia will be doing her writing sprints again, 7 till 9. Then on Saturday at 11 a.m., we have our Saturday Discord sprints with James. He will be in the Discord from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. doing sprints and welcoming you in to get words. Again, 11 a.m. Then on Sunday at 10 a.m., we have the Sunday morning write-in. The Sunday morning write-in with Lisa Raby. She goes from 10 a.m. until noon. I believe she said that she's gonna be able to do it this week. I think I saw that in the group yesterday, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Then at noon on Sunday, over on the Go Indie Now channel, we will be having Go Indie Now's This Week in Indies, which happens every Sunday at noon over there. This week we'll be talking about vetting professionals. I will be on it. I believe Anita's on it, and I believe Sean is moderating. So that is at noon on Sunday on the Go Indie Now YouTube channel. So just search for Go Indie Now on YouTube and you'll find it. Then on Sunday evening, we have our usual Zoom chat. If you have not participated in this, I highly recommend it. During the course of the week, the people on Facebook vote on the topic or topics of their choice or suggest a new topic. We've got some really good ones on there. Then at about 5:30 Sunday afternoon, I will total those up and announce what our topic is for that evening. And then at 7 o'clock, we will have a discussion about that topic. You know, and it's a really good learning experience for those who don't know, don't know as much, or, maybe there's an aspect of the business you're not familiar with yet, or, it's just a really good time. It's a really, really good educational event. So that's at 7 p.m. on Sunday evening from 7 till about 8:30. Then on Monday at 2 o'clock, we have Sprints and Meditation with Joe Compton. He goes from 2 until 4. Then Monday evening, I actually have the link for this in my, oh no, wait, hang on. I have it in my clipboard. Hang on one second. No, I don't. My clipboard crashed. Of course it did. Let me close that. And then let me go over here because it's very handy right here. Okay, so copy link. All right, so Monday evening at 9 p.m. That's not right. Monday evening at 9 p.m. I will be hosting my Conversation and a Cocktail. And I will be sitting down with Lily Lucchesi. And we will be talking about all kinds of things. There's the link that I just put in both chats. So that is Monday evening at 9 p.m. We sit down with a cocktail and talk about the creator-writerly life. So 9 o'clock on Monday evening. I'm super excited because Lily and I have been on a number of panels together, but we've never actually had a conversation, just the two of us. So it's going to be fun. All right, so we've got nothing on Tuesday next week, but on Wednesday I'll be back here at noon, going from noon until 3. And then on Thursday, I actually have a hair appointment that I postponed from last month. So I should probably go to it. So we will not be having Twitch sprints this, a week from today. We're only going to have a Wednesday. If I'm feeling motivated on Tuesday, I might, do them on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. And I also want to say the following Thursday I won't, because I have the appointment with my accountant. So 2 Thursdays in a row, we're not going to have sprints. All right, let's see how everybody did. Diane's working on putting info and planning for March and Q2. Excellent. Anita tried to do some video editing. I feel like it didn't go very well, Anita. It, tried. You attempted it. Hey, you get points for the attempt. Diane, you're welcome for sprints. Thank you for joining us. Hattie says, finished edits on the next pre-chapter and started chapter 16. Yes. Go, friend. That's awesome. Awesome. I am officially over my editing goals for the week. You did it. That means tomorrow when I post the Friday check-in on Facebook, you know what that means? You can go, yes, I accomplished my goals. Huzzah. Good job. Good job. Starling says, I managed to vaguely tap away at something I'm working on, and that feels like enough of a victory for today. It absolutely is. If you got one word today, that is a victory. That is a win. That is one word more than you had yesterday. You did great. You did great. Don't downplay it. You did great. I'm glad you caught us too. Let's see. Anita's still learning the new software. Gotcha. All right. So like yesterday, I'm feeling too lazy to go and raid somebody, so we're just going to close the sprint down, but at least we have music this time. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. For those who are in TWT and are available tomorrow for Zoom co-working, we'll be starting at 1 o'clock, as always, 1:05, because we have to give the divas time to come rolling in a little late. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Also, if I don't see you before tomorrow, have a lovely weekend. I hope you get all the words, all the relaxation, all of whatever it is you need, all the health, because I know several people are not well lately. So anyway, thanks everybody for being here. You guys keep me going. Thank y'all. Bye. Ciao.